Hey guys, what is up? We're here at for PSGL at Austria. We're currently third in the standings after a fairly decent Monaco race where we came third. Our current PB is a 1:03.5, and coming through the fast two left-handers. Slight mistake on our second lap, and we're going to get on the curve, which is going to spin us. We do save it, thankfully, but that is lap gone. So we've got a lot to do here on our final lap. We're still in provisional pole position, but anyone can improve. We've still got to play it safe because this lap surely will count. We're currently very slightly up on our delta time, only very, very slightly though. So going into turn 3, someone has taken out the brake marker boards, which is not very helpful, but we take it very nicely, up half a tenth as we go down into turn 4. Braking just after the 100 meter boards. Little flick, little bit of hesitation, which lost us a little bit of time, but overall we have gained up just over half a tenth through the fast two left-handers. We go a little bit wide, gained lots of time though, and we got full commit through here. We have a little slide on the exit, which is going to lose us a little bit of time. Fastest middle sector at the moment, going into the final two corners. We cut the curb quite a lot, which pushes us wide, and we're going to go full send through that final corner. A little bit of a snap, but we're going to be very improving by a very slight amount, 0.042, but it is enough for pole. So we're going to be starting this race in first on the medium tyres. It's a 2-stop here at Austria, and it's lights out, and away we go for this race here. And we've got to try keep in front. We brake. We go a little bit deep, we're off the track, we're getting a bad exit. We've got the McLaren and the Ferrari but alongside us. It's going to be 3 wide going into turn 3. We're going to back out a little bit. The Ferrari locks his brakes, Jay has to go wide. We get a fairly good exit, except we have a bit of a slide, and Jay is going to be on our left. We're going to have to try out braking. We turn off the battery, try to save a bit. We can brake just that little bit later. We're going to be side by side still, but we do manage to get past him on traction, and now we've got to try overtake the Ferrari as quick as possible as Jay nearly follows into the back of us. But we got a very good exit there, and on the battery, gonna get an overtake. We're gonna drive for it down the inside. He pushes us even more to the inside, but we can just brake perfectly, and we're gonna be still side by side going into the fast two left-handers. We're going to be on the outside, and we can just carry that little bit more momentum, and we're going to get past him, and we're going to stay in front until lap 7, where he goes for it down the inside. We brake a little bit deep. He also brakes a little bit deep. We don't get the good exit though, but he's got a slightly worse one. He does have DRS and probably more battery than us. We're below 10%, and he's going to go for it down the inside, and we're going to try the switchback, but he covers it off well, so we're not quite going to be able to, and we're going to go back on the attack on lap 9, prioritising the exit here in second gear. A little bit of a slide, but generally a good exit. We're right behind him now on the battery. You gain so much by just being on overtake rather than not on the inside, and we're going to get him on traction and using the battery onto lap 9, and we just got to try stay ahead, try build a bit of a gap. The field is very close together at the moment, albeit only 10 people, but the top 6 are very close together in like one DRS train, so we got to try form a bit of a gap. It might be very difficult though, as our tyres are starting to fade, fake pit on to the right. But as you see in the top left, Sink is going to go into the pits, and he's going for pit very early, and we're going to continue on to lap 11, where we're going to go in the pits, and we're going to come out just behind a group of cars. Going to come out just behind Johnny, and you can see the Haas has already got a 3-second penalty, but we catch up to him very quickly by the end of that lap. Even though we're a little bit behind going into the first braking zones, our medium are just that much better that we get such a good exit. We've gained about 3 tenths through that first corner, and we're going to have to go for it down the inside. He's pushed us a little bit to the inside, braking just after the 100 meters, and yeah, we're going to leave him the space on the outside, but he doesn't actually need it because we got the move done before the apex, and now we got to fight Sink, who we managed to break very, very late for. That was very beautiful from us. We do manage to stay in front, and yeah, that's just very, very good for our race. He is the one we're mainly fighting at the moment, and yeah, we move up into second after overtaking the Haas on old tyres. You see Wisbon in the top left. He is attempting the one-stop strategy, as there is a bit of a crash behind us as Jay went into the back of the Haas, which then spun right across the track right in front of Johnny. But that's given us just over a 1 second gap, and we're going to use that to give ourselves a bit of a gap going on to lap 23, in which we pit and come out just behind the Williams, who is going to have pit by the time we would have caught up to them, with a 10-second penalty, which will be disastrous for their race. And as you see, person in second, Johnny, has pitted, which means it's a direct fight between me and Wisbon. Wisbon on very old hard tyres. I can't remember where he started, but he started not in the top 3. And yeah, we catch up to him very quickly. Within 5 laps we've gained 5 seconds, and we're gonna try overtake him as quickly as possible. We've saved up a lot of battery, we've got DRS, we've got more battery, and we get the overtake done very easily down into turn 1, and gonna use the battery to stay in front. But it's gonna have gone well for us. We've extended our gap, and now you see Wisbon and Sink are very close together. Who will win? It's going to be very close. It's going to be a drag race to line, but we're going to ignore them and focus on us, because we are just going to cross the line to win our first PSGL race in about 3-4 months. Very happy with that. And yeah, Wisbon does hold on, which is very well done from him. But thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and see you next time for Spain.